Okay, now I want to show you how to do reliefing on the side of your piece. Okay, so remember I printed this out in class on Friday. You guys can print something out at home. You can also freehand something. It's up to you. Just make sure that it looks good. And if you have to, you could come up to classroom and print something out on my computer, because I know not everybody has printers at home. But remember, you want to use a pen to trace this. Don't use your toothpick, because it'll rip the paper. I wouldn't use a mechanical pencil or anything like that, because again, it'll do the same thing. So I have pretty much most of this traced. Okay, remember I'm pushing in enough that it's making a dent. Like I can feel the dent, but not so much that it's you know, gonna rip the paper. Now, I will tell you that you may get a little bit of paper stuck in, and you can kind of peek too and make sure you didn't forget anything. You'll probably get a little bit of paper stuck into the clay, and that is okay. I mean, try not to, but that just kind of happens. It will all burn away in the end, and actually I didn't hardly get any. I got a little bit, but not much. Okay, so that's enough that I can see it, but I want to retrace this with my needle tool or my toothpick so that I can see it better, because remember, I'm going to be reliefing this. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go over the O and Ohana. And actually it has a little flower in the middle, and I'm going to add that on. Because remember, we need to have something 3D in the piece popping out, and then you want something relieved. And remember that this project should be viewed from all sides. So I'm gonna wanna put something on the other side, okay? It shouldn't be really plain on one side. That's the thing with sculpture, is it's viewed from all sides. So make sure that you have things going on all the way around it. Okay, so see, you can see the O much better than the other ones. All right, so everybody should have a loop tool in their toolkit, okay? And if you happen to have gotten one of these bigger ones, that may not work for this project. So you may have to kind of contact me and I'll get a smaller one to you. But any of these that are kind of squarish or roundish, or some even have a little bit of a point to them, which is even better. So what we're gonna do is this, I'm going to take and I'm gonna start digging this in. And I'm going from the outside edge, so I'm just kind of carving almost like an outline. And I am just going to zoom this in so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit. Then I'm gonna go over to the other side here. And then I will get the middle. Okay, so take your time, get all those little details. You may end up having little chunks of clay that you have to go back with a brush, or maybe you have to let it dry. And I'm gonna do this to each of my letters. Again, I'm doing the kind of outside edge, so I'm right there on the line. Okay. And then I go back and I do the outside edge. So I'm kind of laying the tool right on the line. Okay, right on the inside line. And then I'm pulling all along that outline. Okay, so now I've done the outside edge and this outside edge. Now I just kind of have to do the middle, and I have to clean it up a little bit, just getting any excess out. And then I'm gonna get a paintbrush. You could also use a wet Q-tip. And then I'm gonna get it all nice and smooth in there, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna grab a paintbrush really quick. Okay, so I got my paintbrush. Now I can get it a little bit wet, and I can go in here and just smooth out the edges and make everything look nice. And I'm pushing pretty hard because I want to get all the lumps and the bumps out, okay? Then maybe I'll even go back with my fingers and kind of smooth that outside edge, okay? There's probably a little bit more I can do, but that gives you the gist of it. Okay, so I'm going to do that to each of my letters. They are going to be relieved in there. All right,